Hey, good people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for visiting with me. I am the Bald Head Hierophant coming to you with a late night discussion. So this is my first time uploading a late night video. Okay, so I got a few different things that I would like to discuss. Gonna be hopping all over the place. So if you have nothing to do, pull up a chair, grab your snacks. If you smoke, get your smokes. If you sip, get your sips. Get your snacks, get everything you need, and just chill with me. You know, I won't be on here too long, but I'm feeling chatty, so I'm gonna chat, okay? I hope everybody got an opportunity to look at my the love reading that I did earlier. So I had posted it originally to my Instagram page, and then I was like, I think I need to share this with YouTube. So I hope my page grows. I think I upload pretty good content, or decent at that. So if nothing else, decent. So I think it deserves a little more exposure. So I'm just patient. You know, I'm not a impulsive woman. I'm so patient because I do believe that slow and steady wins the race. And if not win, then it most definitely maintains your position in the race. So, because sometimes it's not about winning. Sometimes it's just about going at your own pace and, you know, getting what's yours. You know, it's not about getting everybody's, you know, or getting the prize. It's about getting what's yours. And I'm one of those kind of people. I'm a Taurus, so I have a little bit of that Knight of Pentacles residing in me. Just, hey, do the work and what belongs to you will come. I truly believe that. You don't have to go overboard. You don't have to take somebody else's. You don't have to do anything. Just do your work. Do your part, and your riches and glory and grace will fall upon you without, you know, hassle-free. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to allow my page to grow and unfold. I don't care if it takes 5-6 years, if I'm on here that long. You know, I know that when it does begin to grow, it'll be well-deserved, and I'll know that I put in the work for it. So, but anyway, I'm here to talk about, first and foremost, I want to discuss how to stop discounting your dreams and different symbology, different signs and synchronicities. I think a lot of people look over that, where they discount it or disregard it or deduce it down to nothing, okay, when it means everything. And I say that because I am a reader. I'm a tarot reader. I'm an oracle. So I have a steady clientele, and I do readings for people. And a lot of my people are repeat. I have a lot of new, and I'm thankful for the new clients as well. But I have a lot of repeat, and they will, before I start the reading, they may talk to me and tell me that they had a dream, or they found this, or they sing these repeat numbers, or blah, 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 blah. And then we'll go into the reading. So what I'm noticing is a lot of times you don't even need the oracle. You need to believe in what the spirit is showing you. You need to take time out to research what it is that these signs mean when they are being shown to you. Okay. Nothing in life is a coincidence. Everything is synchronistic. Okay. There is a sign, a symbol, or some type of intricate detail that means something in everything, okay? Be it numbers, be it items, be it colors, be it smells, be it animals, okay? I just don't think that a lot of people trust what they see, but you have to. You are your own greatest intercessor. You are your own greatest diviner. Yes, I can divine on your behalf. And yes, there's other spiritualists and practitioners that can divine on your behalf. But nobody can divine on your behalf better than you. You are your own oracle. Even if you don't use those powers and that magic to divine for someone else, you most definitely have it to do it for yourself. So I just want to encourage you guys to really look into these things when they happen and go beyond Google. Don't be afraid to buy a book. Don't be afraid to go into the library, into the bookstores, even if you don't purchase the book. If you just sit in there, okay, sit on the floor, go to the little cafe. They have chairs all around the Books a Millions, the Borders, what's the other main bookstore? Books a Million. I can't think of the other one, but just if you can't afford the book, that's fine. Go in there, take an hour out and just sit down and just, read through different ones. If you can afford to buy them, hey, and I'm going to tell you something. I bought a book and that book changed my life. I bought this book in 2011. It was The Game of Life and How to Play It by Frances Scoville Shen. She was a practitioner, okay? I believe she was from France, okay? And mid 1800s, 1865, I believe, something around that time. And the things that I learned from that book, the way that book changed my life, the way that book tapped me in directly to the law of attraction, the way that book opened up a portal in me and things that I knew nothing about. I seemed to just understand it as I was reading it. And my eyes was like, I don't even know what this is, but my mind understood everything that was being read in this book. So I just gave that example because sometimes, the main part was I was broker. Ooh, child, I was broke. And when I say broke, I mean, I may have had $11 to my name that day. 2011 was a great depression for me. If there was a collective Great Depression that the world went through, way back then, during, different little decades. But then you have your own personal Great Depressions. And 2011 was a Great Depression for me. But one of my guilty pleasures would be to go to the bookstores. I love bookstores. I'm not really fond of libraries. You have to be too quiet there. That's too spooky for me. I don't like places where you got to be real quiet. I mean, you can't go into a bookstore yelling, but they're not gonna shh. You walk in the library, you just you shush yourself. You just know. But bookstores just give you, especially some of the more urban looking bookstores. But anyway, I remember going into the store, the bookstore that particular day, and I normally would go. I love nonfiction, so I'm sorry, I love fiction. So I would normally go to the fiction section and just kind of find a book because I like fairy tale type things. So I would normally go to that section and find a book that caught my eye and was sitting there and read it, okay, because I couldn't afford it. But this particular day, I was guided to go to the self-help section. And I didn't know what I was looking for because I had never been in the self-help section because, to be honest, I was one of those kind of people that used to really think can't nobody write a book to help me, and that at that time I was still a practicing Christian as well. So I was really into the word. I was into the Bible. So if I needed help, I would pull my Bible out. And I still have my Bible to this very day because there is some stuff in that Bible that is true across the board. It doesn't matter what religion, what tradition, what system. It is stuff in that holy Bible that is relevant across the globe, no matter what you believe, okay? So anyway, back in the day when I needed help, that was my self-help book. But like I said, I walked in there that particular day and I was broken. I was broken. And I just needed something to help me feel better. So I was like, let me go over here to this little self-help section and see what this little stuff talking about. And lo and behold, I remember sitting on the floor Indian style and I was just going through the books. And I don't even have the book. I have to go get this book because you guys, that's how important it is. I'm willing to get up from this and go get it. So hold on. Okay. Now, This is the book. Honey, the face is gone, baby. The face is gone. But like I said, I bought this book in 2011. But this is the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. Oh, child. A lot of the pages are written on. You really probably ain't got to none of them. But anyway, this is like my own little personal law of attraction Bible. But anyway, back to the story. It's a little short book. It's not really just as big as the hand, but every other book around this book was taller. So it was overpowering me seeing this book. But something kept telling me to go back and get that little fat book. So I got it. And like I said, I read through it, and I'm seeing that this woman had been dead for centuries. I'm talking about 1865, Florence Scovel Shinn, you know, and then not to mention in my mind, and I'm not racist, so please don't take this offensively, but I was like, this white woman way back in the 1800s probably owned some slaves. You know, my mind was going there, especially in 2011. So, but I'm being honest. I'm a very candid woman. But yeah. But anyway, I got the book and I just began to thumb through it. And you guys, if you've ever had epiphanies and very surreal type of moments, then you know what I'm saying is true. I heard Spirit say, get this book. And I remember thinking to myself, if it wasn't $11, then maybe it was like $15 that I had on me. But I knew that I didn't know where I was going to get another $15 from. So I wasn't trying to spend it on a book. Spirit said, buy this book. So the back of the books, I believe the book was, you know, sometimes it'll be one price on the back of the book, but it'll be a whole nother price. So I believe the book was like $12.99. So I remember thinking, that's going to take all my $15. That's exactly what it was. It was $15 that I had. And the back of the book said $12.99. I'm like, cause that's going to add up. That's going to take my whole 15. I can't even go get no little coffee, no little nothing. I won't have no money left afterwards, nothing. So anyway, Spirit said it too strongly, and I listened. So at that time, against my better judgment, greatest decision I ever made. But at that time, I was like, okay, I go up, lay the book down. I just closed my eyes and I said, I'm thinking to myself, I'm walking in faith. I'm walking in faith. The book was $9.99. It wasn't $12.99. So, you know, I slid over the little $15. And of course, he gave me back my change. And I remember walking out that door like, take this goddamn book back. Take it back. You need that money. Take it back. But I didn't. I walked out to my car, got in, went home, began to read this book. And baby, the book has been a lifesaver for me. So I don't know where you are in life right now and what it is that you need. Only you know that. And sometimes you don't even know that, because at that time I didn't know what I needed. But I'm a person who likes to share what helped me. Okay. Because sometimes just sharing your story lights the path for someone else. Okay. So just in case you are in need of some real deal spirituality that will light you from the inside out and put you directly in your power, I recommend this book. Okay. I'm sad that I can't show you the front page because, honey, this baby, let me tell you something. Anytime a book looks like this, it works. But again, it's The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. You can even listen to it on YouTube. They have it now, you know, audio books. So you can listen to it, and a few different people's voices are reading it. So just find the voice, if you choose to go that route. Find the voice that's more pleasing and appealing to you. Cut it on at nighttime. Listen to it, you know, until you fall asleep, and then do that until you finish it. I mean, I want to say it's maybe 4 hours long, but, you know, I myself like to read. So, I would purchase the book and read it. So anyway, but that's my story with that. But to get back to the reason why I said why this story was even prevalent and relevant is because some of you guys want to go to Google to everything. Okay. Google is purposely misleading. It's very similar to the Bible. It has some truth and some bullshit, and you have to decipher between the two. Okay. And it's you can find valuable information on Google, but you have to dig. You can't just go Google, put it in, and read the first insert. You need to scroll and scroll, and you might need to go down to that more, and then that next, and keep on. You might be 5 scrolls past the very first initial page until you find an excerpt, insert, okay, or a blog that is conducive to what you feel is truth. Okay, so if that's the route you choose to take, just make sure that you are, and then compare, because some of these blogs, you know, it's so many lies that you will start to see them, but you know truth by the way it feels. Okay, that wasn't just a part of India Arie's song. That was cosmic facts. So you'll know if, oh, this blog is telling the, oh, okay. So you just have to do your own weighing, and you weigh stuff by your own spirit. If you are a truthful spirit, then you'll know when you have ran into truth. Okay, you'll know it. That's why it's always good to be true to thyself. Okay, be good to thyself, because that is the energy that you will attract to thyself. Okay. But again, if you can afford books, I say go for the books, because a lot of times when you invest in books, especially if you take the time out to go through them before you purchase them, you'll connect with the author. So you'll feel a connection if this book is for you. And if not, you slide that baby back on the shelf and you go to the next book until you find one that that centers your logic and your emotion. Okay, because that's where your truth is. When your logic and your emotion agree, that's truth for you. So that's why you have to find authors and books, and even the illustrations, even the font. All of that matters when you are searching. Okay, when you're looking for something. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there. You know, when you start to have these dreams or start to run into these different signals and signatures and signs and synchronicities, stop discounting them. Numbers mean a hell of a lot. That's the language of the universe. Okay, so don't discount numbers. A lot of people like to go to the sacred angel numbers when they do encounter dreams that have numbers in them, and that's good. Okay, because what I've noticed with those, and I'm not going to say that they're not truthful. They a lot of times they are, but truth is relevant. Okay, and it's truth is whatever you think it is. So if you look at the number 144 and then you go you see the number 144 and then you go on the angel scribes angel numbers, and it says that, you know, you're going to be a millionaire in 4 years. Just keep going forward on the path that you're on, and all great things will be added unto you. And if you believe that, then it's going to happen, because so a man thinketh, so it is. Okay, so but if you look at that and say, man, this is some bullshit, I ain't never gonna do, you've killed it. And that's how this realm works. Okay, so I just said that to say, you know, it's good to read those angel numbers sometimes, because it puts you in a very positive state of mind, and it gives you something to look forward to, which sets your mental self and your spiritual self on a path. Okay, you begin to look for these things that this angel number said that you would find. And like the good book says, seek and ye shall find. So it's really all up to you. It's all pertaining and up to your mindset, okay, and how well you keep your mindset. Okay, but a lot of times, I want to say this about the numbers, and I'm going to kind of switch subjects a little bit. Another thing about numbers, sometimes when you see repeat numbers, 111, 444, 666, 777, a lot of times that's an indication. If you know anything about natal charts, that's an indication that something's going on in your natal house. Okay, the 7th house, or you're seeing 666, the 6th house, 333, the third house. Check your houses. Don't forget about that. Natal charts are important. They are a very essential piece to your path, to your journey. If you haven't had a natal chart done, you can do your own. You can go on Google and find search engines. There's many practitioners that do them. I do them if you want somebody to be able to give you a brief synopsis of what it's about. But there's people who are, that's their thing. I can do it, but that's not my thing. I'm well versed, but it's not my thing. I'm not an astrologer, okay? So it's fine if you need a complete breakdown, okay, then link with an astrologer. Be willing to pay for the service of receiving a full natal chart and its breakdown so you can be aware. We're not here alone. We have our own personal blueprints, okay? But yeah, a lot of times when you see those double numbers or triple numbers or even quadruple numbers, it's a sign. Dun, dun, dun. Third house, third house, third house, second house, second house, second house. Okay, so just take note. Okay, just dropping a few little couple of gems on y'all if you didn't know that. Okay, so let's come off of that, and now I would like to talk about giving yourself your roses. Okay. Loving on thyself, giving yourself room to make mistakes, giving yourself room to grow, and giving yourself flowers for every little bitty macro and micro win, okay? Again, readings, and then just human behavior, okay? Everything doesn't come from me getting readings. I'm a people person. Meaning I observe, I watch people. I watch your pages. You know, when I'm talking to people, I listen to what you say. I'm like a fool. I'm really engaged in people when we're talking. I'm not one of those kind of people that'll sit and just, yeah, and the whole time not listening. Oh, no, I hear what you say, and I hear what you don't say. That's why I am a magnificent and natural Hierophant, okay? I hear you. Even when you don't say a word, I hear those words. So I just notice that people don't give themselves enough credit. Life is hard. And if you are still here, you're doing something right. If you are still here and sane, you are doing something right. If you are still here and you don't drink, you don't do drugs, honey, you are the sugar honey iced tea. And you need to remind yourself of that. Do you know how many people are barely making it? Okay? Do you know how many people cannot move on until they take a sip of liquor, or they got to hit that pipe, or they got to snort that crack, or they have to hit that blunt every day just to leave their homes? If that's not your story, and you're still able to get yourself up, and you have a sound mind, and you're not brushing your teeth with the hairbrush and combing your hair with your toothbrush, you a mighty fine human, and you got your shit together. Because just those simple things people take for granted. Some people can't get it together enough to even make it outside, let alone in their cars, to go to work, to go to school, to go to church, to be out in the world. If you are able to still move about and amongst with all of the weight and the pressure and the turbulence, you have to give yourself credit. You have to stop and smell the flowers. It's unfortunate that we live in a realm that tells you, oh, you don't deserve nothing if you're not a millionaire. Oh, you don't deserve nothing if you haven't been on your job 30 years. You don't deserve nothing if you don't have a title behind your name or letters behind your name. Oh, you don't deserve nothing if you don't have a degree. It's sad that because you're not a part of the programs, people just discount you and say you don't deserve to celebrate. You don't deserve roses. You don't deserve to take yourself out. You don't deserve to travel. You don't, humans, other people put those type of restrictions on you. And if you don't watch out, if you don't be careful, you will adopt those same restrictions to the point where you literally Don't even tell yourself that you love yourself, because somewhere, somehow, some way, somebody has planted a seed in your head that you're undeserving of love. So I am here to tell you, you deserve it all. And you need to act like it. You need to pull yourself up, straighten your back, square your shoulders, hold your head up, and go do whatever it is the fuck you want to do. Whatever that is, okay? I don't care what it is, how small it is, how big it is. You don't have to wait until you graduate to do that thing. You don't have to wait until you get that degree and with those initials behind you. You can celebrate being a brave human who is full of courage every day. I am a human that gets up every day and I try it again, even though I'm afraid, even though I don't feel like I know enough, even though I don't feel like I'm good enough, even though I don't like how I look all the time, even though I don't feel all these things. Because we can count all the things that all our insecurities. But if you still move past that, if you still get up and you go, you need to smell the roses today. Give yourself flowers today. Stop waiting on the outside world to do it. If you wait for the world to give it to you, guess what? The world can take it. I don't want shit from the world, because the world can give and the world can turn around and take. But when you give, okay, and when the universe gives, it ain't a person on earth or even outside of earth that can take it from you, because they didn't give it. See, somebody can only take from you what they gave you. And if the world gave it, the world can take it. Give yourself your flowers. You don't, ladies, I hate knowing that you all are sitting around waiting for a man to do something. Why? Why? Why are you putting your happiness in the, why? And I'm talking to men too. If a man happens to run across this and listens to this part, why are you waiting on a woman? The things that you want to do, you can do those things right now as a single man, okay? Who's to say you won't meet that woman while you're doing these things, and vice versa? Woman, what makes you think you won't meet this good man while you're doing these great things for yourself? Y'all, we have to enjoy life right now. The present day, the present moment, the nowness, okay, is what you are charged with. It is your responsibility to live your life, okay? Nobody is supposed to do it for you. And when they come in and fuck it up, it ain't their fault. It's your fault. And you have to hold yourself accountable when you allow people to come in and take your happiness, okay? Because they can't take something that they didn't give you. If you were already happy before they came, then you can send them on and still remain happy. But if you wasn't happy before they came and then they came in and made you happy, then when they leave, they're taking that happiness away. You are responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for your love. You are responsible for patting yourself on the back. You are responsible for giving you hugs and saying, I am doing a damn great job. It's something that I don't know much about. I don't care how old you are. Life is ever changing. Every day we are new and can expect something to change every day. Well, if it changes every day, that means that's something that you ain't never done. So I don't care if you 88 years old, your tomorrow ain't gonna look like today, which means you new to that thing that's gonna happen tomorrow. So all I'm saying is, y'all, love yourself more than anything on this earth. Love yourself more than you love your kids. You come first. You are the hierarchy. It's you, then them souls you brought in, and then everything else is under that. It ain't love your mama, your daddy the most first, then your kids, then your mate, then you don't put yourself on the bottom of the barrel. And if you do, then that's probably why other people do, okay? That's how that works. But if you put yourself up here, people can't do nothing but rise to that, especially if they know you're not willing to come down. See, I'm not willing to come down. I ain't coming down here to talk to you. You won't talk to me? Come on up, because I'll holler at you. I'll talk to you. But you're going to have to level up here, because I ain't coming off the throne, okay? So I believe I've said enough on that, and it is one more topic that I wanted to discuss, and that is, it kind of connects to what I was talking about earlier, the divination systems. A lot of people are reaching out and getting readings, tea leaf readings, coffee readings, crystal ball readings, water readings. There's so many ways to divine. But I want to encourage you all, because see, we are all diviners in our own right, okay? And if you're watching this channel, then you have a little bit of curiosity, okay? A little bit of curiosity in you that wants to tap into one of your clairs, that clairvoyance, that clairaudience, the clairsentience, okay? One of those extreme superpowers, okay? Super abilities that we have, okay? So what I want to encourage you all to do is, yeah, keep on getting your readings from your very trusted, resourceful, oracle readers. I'm not taking that from that, because I want my clients to continue to come to me, because I enjoy my clients. I find so much joy in being able to read and divine for people, okay? But I'm also encouraging you, because I'm the type of practitioner that likes to give you inspiration to tap into your own power, okay? So I just want to encourage somebody, anybody, everybody, whoever is listening, to start your own divination system. Go ahead and buy you your first pack of tarot cards or oracle cards if you're not quite comfortable with the tarot, okay? Or get you a crystal ball, okay? Or something simple you can do. And it takes nothing, because you already have this in your kitchen. A bowl, okay? Water in the bowl, preferably a brown bowl or a dark bowl, and put some water in it and look into that water and allow the shapes that your eyes and your mind will see in that bowl of water to talk to you, okay? It's so many different things. Candles, okay? If you are a fire sign, then fire is your friend. We know how inexpensive candles are. Buy you candles. Cleanse yourself, purify yourself, just meaning wash your butt, get in the shower, cleanse. Make sure your hands are clean, light your candle, and you sit with your candle. And you sit with that flame, and you think, and you connect, and you allow that flame to burn and etch itself into your pineal gland, okay? It's things that you all can do all on your own that will help open up your own magical abilities, okay? But you got to do it, and you got to stop being doubtful and insecure and scared. A lot of you guys are so fearful because you're trying to break away from systems and traditions that was forced on you, programs that was forced on you. You're having a hard time letting it go, so you just kind of tiptoe around and tap dance in it by letting other people do it for you, because I think you feel like, well, if I get off into it, that's gonna make me a bad person. Or if I get off into it, that's witchcraft. But it's okay if I let somebody do it for me. No. First of all, it's not witchcraft. Okay? It's not devil worshiping. It's not satanic. It's not anything. It's tapping the power within. Okay? And we all have it. And I am here to encourage you to pull yours to the front. Okay? Pull it to the front. Call it to the front. Because it's there for you. And it wants you to use it. It wants to help you. But it can't if it has to stay hidden behind your pineal gland. Because you're scared to open it up. You're scared to allow that lotus to bloom and open. Okay, so I hope this has been resourceful. I hope it has been helpful, and I hope that you stayed the duration of the video. People miss out on so many gems and so many good things. Logging off, not logging off, but, you know, clicking off of a video. So I try to give information that is mentally stimulating, okay, and something that I feel like if you're on my channel that you connect to, okay. I try not to talk about things that make people be like, man, I don't know about that. You know, I could get off into that, but I save those kind of conversations for like-minded people, because I want to be able to converse. I want to be able to have a dialogue when I go deep, okay? I don't want to just be the one talking, and everybody's like, I don't know what she talking about. But I try to stay on the surface, okay, and give information that will help people express themselves and accept themselves, okay? Now, just in case you were wondering why I have on all these feathers, I have been working with Freya lately. And if you don't know who Freya is, I challenge you to go look her up. Freya showed herself to me in a dream in 2018, and I wear her feathers in representation of her cloak. I'll just say that. So if you know anything about Freya, she is a divine deity. And when she revealed herself to me, I knew nothing about her. I had no idea about I just the Seers, the Veneer. I knew nothing about that. Because in the beginning, I felt like I had to stay within my racial pantheon, and I had to stay within my ethnic archetypes. And I learned, oh honey, I learned that you stifle your spiritual growth and you cut connection to very, very important memories and ancient information and sacred information when you block spiritual expansion. So in other words, when you think that you can only look at black deities, you can only look at the black gods, you can only look at the black goddesses, or if I happen to be talking to my Caucasian brothers and sisters, if you think that you're only supposed to look at the Nordic, only supposed to look at the Celtic, only supposed to look at we've been many things. We've all been many, many, many things. And there are certain things that will call out to you, okay? And it's calling out for a reason, okay? I've always been into Celtic knowledge because when I first started, one of the first systems that I began to research was Wicca, okay? And they do, they practice a lot of Celtic tradition, okay? But even before I knew any of that as a child, I liked Celtic stuff, okay? So anyway, just when I had the dream of Freya and how she showed herself, she came through just abuse that. Matter of fact, I'm going to save that for a whole nother video because she's not the only different ethnic deity that I work with that came and found me. Bridget did the same thing. Bridget comes through regularly with long flowing red hair and piercing green eyes, okay? And her skin is not so much white as it's more olive moonstone-ish looking. Okay, so anyway, just don't be afraid to venture out. There's a lot of truths out there. You got to go out on the limb because that's where the fruit is. If you stay back by the bark, okay, and you're afraid to go out on that branch, you're only going to get, what's right there in front of you, okay? Some things are beyond arm's reach and you have to go out on the limb to get it, okay? And I was just crazy enough to go out on the limb, and I did, and everything that I could have ever wanted was out there. And that's why I am so well versed on so many different traditions, so many different systems, okay? And whether I practice these things or not, I have knowledge of them. I can sit and have a conversation with anybody, okay, about anything, because I make sure that I feed myself enough knowledge where if I run into somebody who believes something different than I can still have a conversation with them, okay, and know a little bit about what it is that they probably practice. So I thank you guys for staying with me. I'm 40 minutes in, and I think that's good. I thought it was going to be a little longer, but 40 minutes I think is, darn good considering that I am a talker, and this thing could have easily went an hour. So again, I thank you so much for chatting with me. And if let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I would love to know what you guys think. But if this is where we part, thank you so much. May you get all this energy back and enjoy your life. Peace.